Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
So, yeah, your presentation is going on.
Which presentation, sir?
That you told you have preparing a presentation for this program.
The Bhavishika program. Yeah,
Yeah,
sir. So I made a few of those presentations.
okay.
Yeah. So that is not going on right now,
Hmm.
but I have made those presentations.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So, sir, yeah. So, sir, what are we going to be learning today?
I want to learn from you what you have done. I want to learn that.
So, done in what, sir? In Excel, which or in Qt, what have done?
Whatever you feel that it is good to show, you show me.
Okay, sure, sir. So I'll just tell you about what the things I've done.
Hmm.
So just a minute, sir. I'll open the software.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay.
Now onwards, I will learn from you.
Sir, so like I also wanted to ask, sir, when are
Hmm.
you going to continue our like normal classes?
Normal class anytime. It is up to you. Means when you are free, we can start new things.
Sure, sir. So, sir, like
Hmm.
when we can start now, na, sir, regularly again.
Okay.
Right, sir? So like at a particular time, sir, you can tell
Hmm.
in the evening sometime at 7 or 8 like that. Sir, you can start having our classes, right, sir?
That is one aspect. Another aspect is that what you want to learn. You tell me that, and we'll learn that. Not that haphazardly lot of things we learn without any purpose and something. So you have now many books, many ideas, many things. So you tell me, sir, I want to learn this, I want to learn that, or some concept you want to know. We
Sir,
can
so
go.
like in concept, what I want to know is like the basics of math, like
Basic
as
math.
well
Okay.
basic math, like
Basic.
the all the topics that sir you are teaching and
I got your point.
yeah, quaternions like that integration derivation we have learned. Then quaternions like that, sir. I want to learn how we can solve these problems. How
Okay.
these are done. I want to learn that, sir.
Okay. Better thing is that what we'll do, we'll start with numbers. How these numbers has come, and what are the numbers available? Why we require so much numbers? So we'll start from that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So next class will be on numbers.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And why these numbers? That also we'll discuss.
Oh, sure, sir. So,
Okay. So today what you will show me?
sir, first I'll show you the QT, what I
Hmm.
have done. Then, sir,
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
am making you a host, so you can share you screen also, and you can tell me whatever you are doing. Okay.
okay, sir. So, sir, first I'll just show you everything in QT that I've done,
Hmm.
and then, sir, I'll show you like step by step how I was able to solve the Excel everything.
Hmm.
So, sir, first I'll show you the pendulum sketch.
You have done pendulum in QT.
Yeah, sir, I also did the orbital one. I've done in
Okay.
QT. So, sir, for this plotting in Qt, I use this library. Like basically, I use something called Q custom plot. So, like here
Mm-hmm.
you can see with main window dot h here and
Hmm.
main. where there are all the folders and all. With the main window.h, we also got qcustomplot.h here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
here with main window.cpp, we've also got qcustomplot.cpp. So like the using these files, I found these in on the internet as a library. So using these, I am able to plot these points in xy. So I have done that. So then I've used the pendulum equation to get the coordinates of the point, and then I've used this q custom plot to plot these points. So like I've got all these variables like the length of the pendulum. This is the pi value. Then this is the release angles. Then this is the time period, I think. Then I've got these are some variables for calculating. So like that I've got different variables. And here sir I'm plotting. So sir basically I'll tell you how I've done this real time plotting in Qt, because Q custom plot is used for static plots where like once we run there is only one plot, it won't change. So what I have done is I got the timer working, and sir what I do is that every time the timer like repeats at like some given delay, and I give the delay here. So here it's 1 millisecond. So sir when I give the delay, every 1 millisecond the timer runs, and when it runs a function called pendulum. Here I have given the function pendulum. So when in this pendulum function, what I do is that I uh, I calculate the point of like I calculate the this coordinates of the pendulum every time the timer runs, and I'm plotting them. So the plot which I'm using to plot this coordinate, it keeps getting refreshed with new values. So it looks like the pendulum is moving. So I'll just run this and show you, sir. So it's building here.
You used a CPP. Have you got hold of that? Arey, wow, very good. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, as you can see, I've got this slider here, and I can
Hmm.
use it to change the angle. So
Hmm.
let's say I keep it to like 90, and I release it. So
Hmm.
we can see how it's moving. So I can change it here and there, sir.
Hmm.
Yeah, but sir, there is seems to be one problem, and I don't know, sir, why this is occurring. But every as the time goes, the frames per second gets like it gets it isn't that good. So as you can see now, sir, it's getting pretty laggy, sir. So, sir, then I also got the minus angles, the negative
Hmm.
angles, where
Hmm.
like the pendulum right now it gets released on the right side of the screen. In the negative
Hmm.
angle, it will get released in the left side of the screen,
Hmm.
like this, sir. Yes, sir. So this is what I made, sir. So yeah, sir. So as you can see now, it's just gotten so laggy. This is the problem, and I'm not able to find out why this is occurring.
That problem I can solve, no issue. That I can do. Help you to solve.
Okay, so sir, what is the problem, sir?
Now that we readily I cannot say. I have to see this total code how it is implemented, and then we can understand that how it is happening. Anyhow,
Okay, sir.
very good, very nicely done.
Thank you, sir. Then, sir, I'll show you
No,
the.
first let me now understand how these ideas have you created from some example files, or your entire ideas are yours?
So, sir, I had the calculations and all the equations. I had done this sketch in sir Python also, na sir. So, like this is in Python, but I knew how I am supposed to do the calculation. So, like in Qt, it has C. I am using C++ to program, so I'm doing it a little different, but the main like equation was the same. So, you around the equation, I built the code, and like I was able to make this. The logic was very different because here I'm using a timer and a queue custom plot. There like everything is in one only in Python. So like the logic was very different, but still the equation was same. So around that I was able to make the code, and then I was like easily able to configure the slider and all. And then I like just made some extra functions for this, like release. When I press the release button, what it does is that it like it resets all the values. And what it does is it sets the angle of the pendulum to be the value of the slider that I got. Yes, sir. So that this is like how I've done it.
Okay, but this everything was new to you, no? How you got to know about Q custom plot, in Q custom plot H, like that? Or how you got these ideas? This
So
is
sir,
Qt
like
related, no?
yeah, so sir, like actually I was like so I made a few like basic sketch, like first and around I think first two basic sketches I made in Qt, and after that I thought that if I want to make these simulations in Qt, then I need to plot these coordinates. So how do I do that? So then I searched on the internet how to plot coordinates using Qt, and like something like on this lines I searched, and then I found multiple libraries. There was Q custom plot, then there was multiple others, but for first I saw Q custom plot, so I tried that. And like there were like 2 3 videos I saw where they were using Q custom plot, and they were teaching how to use Q custom plot. So like I followed the steps in those tutorials, that they downloaded Q custom plot, and then they like set then they included it in the program. Like this we can see these cpp and header files of Q custom plot. Then they had a simple parabola sketch, and like I used that, and like I was able to get the parabola to show on the screen. So like I was pretty happy. So after that, then I tried to learn that how the parabola has come. So I like just copied the sketch and pasted it, na sir. So like I didn't actually totally know how they have done it. So then I like looked through the sketch that how they have done it, and it was pretty easy to see that they had like few lines of code that wrote that, or like they it configured few basic stuff, and then it was just using a variable of the type q vector. And like in that, it was in the q vector, the uh, coordinates of the parabola were there, and it was plotting all the coordinates using the q custom plot. The one function was there, like here you can see the function is, where is it, set data. So like set data, I give these two variables of the coordinates, vx and vy. So this is the x coordinates and the y coordinates. So like this I was able to plot values, and then after that, sir, I plotted a few stuff. but these were static plots, so they didn't change over time. They just stayed the same. So for static plots, for and changing plots, the plots that changed over time, sir, what I wanted to do, needed to do was, first I needed that time factor, that like after this much time has increased, then change this stuff. So according to the time, some, let's say, coordinates are changing, and those coordinates those coordinates I uh, plot using the skew custom plot. So I went on to some, I searched that how to plot real time graphs using Q custom plot. So I found on some forums, sir, I saw that people were suggesting use timer. So I decided use the Qt timer. So I decided, then I'll learn how to use the Qt timer, and then I'll configure it with the Q custom plot. So I took some time to do that. It was giving some error. In the end, I realized that the function I need to input to timer, it was giving some error that this function is not found. In the end, I realized that the function here in main window.h, it shouldn't be initialized under public. It should be initialized under public slots. So I realized that, and I did it, and I was able to get the timer working. Then what I did was, sir, basically how the timer works is that I configure a new timer, and then basically what I do is that I give the timer a function, and it will keep that running that function after a given delay. Every time it just keeps. So here I have given 1, this is 1 millisecond. So every 1 millisecond it will keep repeating this, and it will keep rerunning this function. So I was able to get my real time plot to work. So as I showed you, sir, that we did in the meeting only. No, I think it was the last to last meeting, and we made a real time sine plot. Na, sir? Yeah. So that was my first real time plot with Qt. Then after that, I made this pendulum, sir. So and I made this pendulum code, sir. Yeah, so that's what I did, sir. So the
Very good.
only, yeah, thank you, sir. So the only difference in the pendulum code and this code, sorry, the sine code and this code, is that in here, instead of the sine equation, we are using the equation of pendulum. So sir, that's the difference, sir.
Now think of something. You have indirectly you are doing this animation using timer, is not it?
Yes, sir.
But can without timer can you animate?
Sir, so I don't know about that, sir. Indirectly, we'll be using some kind of timer.
No,
So
what is your okay, tell
I'm
me.
specifically using Qt timer. So without that, we need to have some kind of time factor for real time plots. So sir, let's without timer I can do it, but then I'll have to have some kind of trigger that will it will keep triggering after some delay. Let's say I am trying to read data from my my satellite, sir, I showed you, right? So I was trying to do that. So let's say my satellite keeps giving data to the laptop. So every time I receive data, I will plot that data. I will update the value. So I am not using a timer, but the data it will come continuously, right, sir? So it will, indirectly it will be kind of a timer only, na, sir? So without this, I can do it. I just have to have some kind of triggers that will like keep telling me now plot, now plot, now plot every like few seconds, or like given delay.
That is also not that good idea. Anyhow, means what else you have done? Tell me.
So like also I have done this. I just done it.
Hmm.
Close this. Save all. I have done this. Where is it? The Newton's canons are have done. So here also I have used Q custom plot and Q timer, Q timer, sir,
Hmm.
in this Newton's canon simulation. So this was a much more harder one, because like in my Python Newton's canon, what I had done was, sir, that I had used the vector library. So like
Hmm.
I had made that vector library on my own only, so I knew how to do all those calculations.
Hmm.
But like to be readable much more, I had done it into the library. Plus here, sir, the logic is much more different in uh, doing with the Q custom plot and timer, right, sir? So like there also I had like it was uh, little different. So I took a little time, like I think it took me 2 days to do this. So I like first I made all the functions, like uh, basically, sir, what I did was that I in the vector library, basically the vector has got multiple like attributes, like it's got the x and y coordinates, it has got its angle and its length. So
Hmm.
I made multiple functions, like this is a division function, and what
Hmm.
it is, it takes in the x value of the vector. I think this is the what I want to divide the vector with, what value I want to divide the vector with. Then
Hmm.
I've got angle
Hmm.
and the length of the vector, and then I just divide you do all the calculation, and
Hmm.
I give the division value of the vector. So this gives the x, returns the x value, this function. Then I return the y value using the div y variable function. Then I've got the multiplication functions also, and they work in similar way. So I give it the x coordinate of my vector, the float m. Here m is not what I want to divide the vector with, it is what I want to multiply the vector with. Then I've got the angle of the vector and the length of the vector, and like this multex function, it gives me, sir, the multi x value after I multiply. And then I've got also the multiply, which gives me the x value, y value after I multiply. And then yeah, I have a simulate a function here, which is triggered by the timer every time. And sir, every time I run the simulate function, the simulate function is using all these multiplication and division functions, and it's basically calculating the position. So here, sir, I've got this if loop, that if the
Hmm.
distance of the length of the position vector is
Hmm.
more than the radius of the earth,
Hmm.
then what? So that basically checks if the object has hit the earth or not. If it has not, then update the position, or else
Hmm.
don't update the position.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've got this pos x and pos y,
Hmm.
and then what I'm doing is like to plot these points, uh, I need to plot them using a data type called vector. Q vector. So what I'm doing is I am like giving all these position values to a Q vector called Px, I think. No, Tx. Tx and
Okay.
Ty, there I am just giving these values. And after that, I'm just plotting these values here in set data.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I'm plotting Px. So like what I'm doing here is Px combines the position and all the Earth coordinates. So I'm using that. I'm plotting that vector. And sir, I'll run this, sir. Yeah, sir. So as you can see, it's plotting the it's plotting the trajectory. So then, sir, I think I can also change the initial velocity here, velo x to like let's keep it 8,000. Okay, so sir, it's just taking a little time.
Now, okay.
Okay, yeah. So sir, you can see going around.
So, will it escape?
Sir, I couldn't hear you, sir.
This will escape.
Uh, eh,
How long
sir,
it will be animating?
I don't know, sir.
Acha,
Like,
it will continue like that.
yeah, it will keep continuing.
Okay. So what you feel? Where it will be after 1 hour or 2 hour?
So sir, it will just keep continuing on this path only. It
Uh,
like in a little time, I think it will reach its like
no,
just a
let it continue. Let it continue.
oh, oh like so sir, I'll just like increase the
Hmm.
time it takes.
That we can do.
I'll keep it to 9.
Hmm.
So now I think it will travel much more faster.
Hmm. Now you are telling something you are facing problem with something else. What was that?
Sir, I was facing problem with like sir who told me na ki like I can use that exe file to like deploy the application. So I'm
Yes.
having a problem there. So like I've tried a lot, but I'm not able to deploy that. Like I have
Okay.
been, it gives some error that procedure entry point not found.
That
Like
happens because you don't have this Visual Studio, some file, this Windows files, no? So they require something to run. Okay.
But
So
sir, like I downloaded that stuff and I have tried a lot, but it's not happening. So
no,
sir,
okay.
can you guide me through that, sir?
Yes, yes. That today I will guide you.
Okay, sir. So like just a minute, sir.
No, let me
Just
finish it. This is accelerating or it is speed is same.
uh, I think sir the speed will be same only, sir. No,
Because I think there is gap, means
yeah, sir. I think the speed will change. Yeah,
change, no? Then
yeah.
it will very nice, very nice.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. So
What
these
is
are
this actually you have done?
so this is the Newton's cannon simulation where I
Hmm.
launch a cannonball at a certain velocity and
Hmm.
we observe what path does it follow. Yes,
Okay, so Newton's cannon ball.
yeah, Newton's cannon, sir.
Newton's cannon. Okay. Now what else you can show?
So these are the two new things that I've done.
Hmm.
Other than that, sir, I've got the Excel stuff and then my simulations, sir. But like that I've showed you, na, sir. Other than that, I wanted to deploy the application, sir. I'll show you. Data, software, security. So, sir, I saw you copy all these files like this, and then, sir, you open the Qt prompt, and then, sir, you are supposed to like when deploy Qt. But, sir, it shows here, sir, it's showing like please specify the binary or folder. So, sir, I don't know what this problem is.
Okay.
Plus, sir,
What
I've got
what
this.
what what you do? You what you do? You have not used any QML, no?
No, sir, I've just done
Okay.
Visual.
Then you copy this last file. No, not this. Where is your pendulum exe? Yes, you take that pendulum exe.
So, sir, the pendulum exe just and I'll delete this folder.
Hmm.
The main this thing is here, and then
Ah,
in debug I've got everything. But
debug.
anyway,
You
sir,
copy this exe file. Copy only that exe file.
okay, sir, I've copied.
Only copy, no. Now
Yeah,
you take it an empty folder anywhere. Create a empty folder somewhere with any name. Hmm. You put in something in D drive directly. No, don't put it here. You go to D drive, yeah, and in D drive you put a new one, okay. And this folder pendulum, there should not be any space, so you can use underscore.
okay, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, were you able to get this deployment working?
Hmm?
Sir, were you able to get this deployment working?
That I'll doing you. That I'll tell you. Now
Okay,
you can go to that win deploy file in Qt where you have installed Qt. No, you go
sir.
there.
Okay, sir.
Have you installed in Qt in D drive?
Yes, sir. Here, sir, I've got the Win deploy Qt.
Yes. and you copy this path. Yes, copy.
Yes, sir. I copied the path.
Okay. Now open a text notepad or Word file. Notepad. Okay. Now you paste it. Okay. Now slash right slash backslash. Then Qt win deploy Qt dot exe exe space. Now go to that folder you have created, that exe folder path. That path you copy. Hmm. Copy and then yes. Now slash, put slash and name of that file. This file name. Dot exe. Right dot exe. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Available. Now save it somewhere. Save it. And give a name so that you can Qt win deploy something. You give a name so that you will remember. হ্যাঁ ও খাওয়ার পরে ওর রোজ হচ্ছে ওইটা okay.
Okay, sir.
Now copy it, enter line, enter thing. Yes. Copied.
Yes, sir.
Now open this command window in administrative mode. Administrative mode, run in and go back to one cd dot 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 dot
Dot dot.
enter. Go to D drive, cd dot dot again, then D and colon, yes. Now you have to go to D drive, yes.
Yeah.
Now paste that you whatever you copied, and then remove that D. It has become a double D, so remove that one D. Path, no, there it is. Okay, you have not used any QML, no?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so this is your path, no?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Now
but like both parts are together, sir. This is like I've got the wind deploy
this
QT
is
and
path
then
for uh,
I've got both parts together, sir.
no, it is okay now.
Okay, sir.
Now enter. Pendulum deploy, this file does not exist. So you have to make it so that it find the path.
I'm thinking I just got the spelling wrong. Copy.
Correct. And
I don't know.
in naming, you should not give any space.
Yeah, so I've got an underscore only, sir.
You remove that, yes. You can remove there itself, but you will forget then.
Uh, yeah, I'll forget the D there. I'll enter now.
Ah, yeah, coming.
Oh,
Now it has taken all the files required for deployment. No, nothing to be done here. You close, you can close it. Now you see that that was an empty folder. Now so many files are there.
yeah. So
Now you
in
click
the
it on
video,
that.
it's
Now click on exe. Anything happening? The process, this point Z asset could not be located in dynamic DLL pendulum. DLL file is not there. Something is telling. But is
yeah. So
this
usually the DLL files are not there, but here it's just giving something else only.
actually this is related to Windows. Actually, that Microsoft Visual Studio, I think 19. If you install that, I think this problem may get solved. Or
Uh,
you can search this error message, and you can check what is this errors, how to solve that. Lot of material you will get.
okay, sir. So actually I had Visual Code Studio, so I'll just try
Okay.
that then. I'll install it. I had that XCE there.
Mm-hmm.
Next,
It is okay. Let it be. If you have a space in C,
I don't know, sir. I think I have got very a lot of space in C because like actually I store everything in D only
okay.
nowadays. Microsoft. Program shortcuts. I'll have that in I'm thinking desktop. What should I do, sir?
Mm, you try it with this whatever selected.
Okay, sir. I don't know what's program desktop.
Some name should be there.
Yeah, I'll just keep it to this only. Finish.
Okay.
Now I'll try, sir.
Yes.
Still there is this problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Can you copy this error message and you can see that in net what is the error?
I'm not able to copy, sir.
Hmm,
Let's try
hmm.
the procedure entry point not.
There are 6 7 options to fix this problem. Okay, and you have to try one by one and uh, you see this.
I'll try, sir. I don't know what's the problem.
Uh, you try it. Now you got no. It is creating the exe file and taking all DLL files, but some
Yes.
DLL files require some. This is VC related, BSRC related problem. So mm, mm,
Like this, sir. I'll try.
mm.
With the Microsoft Visual Code Studio, sir. Let's try. Still, same problem is there.
Mm. Actually, in book also it is not very clearly told. Sometimes what's happened, this is related to 2 3 different things. Sometimes we don't install all the functionalities which we have used here, and sometimes they don't have that uh, MSBC 2019. Actually, you are required to do that. Where is this? Can you open a notepad sort of thing?
Okay, sir.
Where is that? Okay. Uh, I think I cannot write. You can write there MSBC 2019 or 2017 something. This is 19, I think, latest. This is actually required. What you have downloaded, I am not sure all these things because I am not a coding man.
Hmm. So, sir, I'll see. I have like been trying for a lot of time. This
Hmm.
came once, sir. But sir, still it gave the same problem. Hmm.
And you can use that.
This is 1.53.2. So, sir, it's showing the version, sir.
Hmm? Can you close this meeting today?
Okay, sir.
You can try once, twice. If you try, I think you can able to solve this problem.
Okay, sir. So, like, I'll try again, sir.
Hmm. But don't spend lot of time. You try once, twice, thrice, and then you just tell me, sir, it is not happening. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Don't try for 10 hours, 20 hours. Okay.
Okay,
that,
sir.
that you have to use your time not for searching here and there. You should use your time for productive way. Productive means doing something, learning something, not
Yes, sir.
fruitless searching net without any outcome. That is not desirable. Okay, you will lose a lot of time. So if you try 2 3 times, then you give me a call or you can WhatsApp, and then I will see whatever what else can be done. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So bye now.
Bye, sir.
Bye.